Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex with Born to Compete, the #1 source for youth sports. We're talking high school football. Look, and I got one of the hottest names in high school coaching right now, Kareem Reid. How you doing, man?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Thank you for having me. Yep.
You know, the first off, it's just an honor to be sitting beside you. You know, we talk on the phone and we joke and everything like that, but serious business, man. What you did at Westlake was absolutely fantastic, and I know that's a testament, as any coach would say, any good coach would say, testament to your players,
Right.
to your coaches that are with you, and of course to the parents as well. Tell me kind of what was it that you guys had a magical year and made it to the semifinals? Kind of tell me what you know. Don't give me the magic sauce, but what was it that you did this year?
It was just a total team effort from our administration all the way down to our players. Just having everybody in alignment and kind of just supporting the vision of what I wanted to get done at Westlake. We did start off a little rough, and so credit to my coaches for kind of figuring out answers to our problems that we had, and again, credit to our players for being resilient enough to battle back in a few games and pull out some close wins, and just taking the coaching and accepting what we brought to the table as a first-year staff.
Now here, let me ask you this question. I got to, Coach. All right, so first couple games were rough.
Yep.
How in the world did you turn that thing around? Because after y'all played one team, I was looking like, if you played Cartersville, I was like, okay, all right, the RTG gonna be tough. Turn the ball gonna be tough. But you got turned around. How in the world did you do it?
Hard work.
Yeah.
Burning the midnight oil in that football office with those coaches and finding answers, like I said, and then again our kids accepting what we were giving them, buying into what we were trying to get done, and then just executing. So there's no secret formula to it. It's just hard work.
All right, so you had a pretty good season, semifinals, and now expectations are high, man.
No doubt.
Everybody's ready to see Westlake do what they do.
Yeah.
How are you handling that with your staff and with your players?
Just doing what we do, continuing to work hard, and even paying more attention to detail. I think, when you have success and there's a lot of expectations, you kind of slip on the things that got you to where you are. And so we're trying to make sure or guard against that, and as well as guarding against the disease of me, which is complacency and selfishness.
Yeah.
And so we want to keep that team-like bond and atmosphere going, that brotherhood, and guard against, guys being individuals at this point because they want to get some of that spotlight.
A lot of people are starting to pay more attention to your program as far as recruits, okay? And it's a big-time thing because you got some big-time players now.
Yeah.
And how have you been handling that, man? Because that's tough. That's tough. All of a sudden, one day is, we as a team, we win. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you got some of your kids on the cover of MaxPreps on the website and all kind of stuff like that, How are you handling that?
Well, Westlake has always had big-time athletes come through the school, so at the end of the day, the kids understand who we are. We're always going to have a target on our backs. But I keep my kids grounded by being, one, transparent with them and extremely honest, brutally honest to a fault sometimes. And so, we do a good job of keeping those guys level-headed, I think, just by keeping the nose to the grindstone and working away at our craft every single day and not giving them an inch. And when they start to read their own press clippings and start to feel themselves, we'll bring it back down.
You handle it. You got it.
Yeah, we got them.
All right, the 7-on-7. Let me ask you about that, man. It's kind of a give or take type of situation. Some people like it, some people don't. If you're looking at a situation right now, Justin Fields just passed up Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
Basically for what he did on 7-on-7.
Yes.
I'm a huge. Here's the bad part, right? I'm a huge fan of both of them because I've known both forever since they were kids, right? But I say that to ask you, what are your thoughts on 7-on-7? Because I know as a coach, every time one of your players go out there is that possible risk for injury. Especially when they're not with you.
Right.
You don't have your hands around that team.
Right.
What are your thoughts on it?
It's tough.
Yeah.
As a high school coach, you're kind of between a rock and a hard place. It's becoming almost like AAU basketball in a sense, but you kind of have to let your kids do it because you want them competing at the same time. So you rather them be out there competing and getting better and working at their craft than being at home playing a video game or playing another sport, which I'm not against multi-sport athletes, but if they're not going to play football or another sport, I'd rather them be, getting better playing in 7-on-7. You just kind of got to manage it and deal with it. And again, set the expectation with your guys and let them know, listen, you can do those things, but be here for what Westlake needs you to get done.
Yeah.
And then you go ahead and fulfill those other responsibilities outside of the program.
Yeah. Now, recruiting services have kind of come up under fire. you know, and this is, you know, again, your wheelhouse as far as you being a high school coach. And I think USA Football just put out something saying, don't waste your money on recruiting services. And like when NCAA football, I'm not sure, I can't remember the name of the company.
NCSA.
Yeah, they're going to give you for that. But so, what are your thoughts and your opinions on recruiting services?
Yeah, I don't think kids need to spend money to do anything as far as getting their name out there on the exposure. I tell my kids, you're at Westlake, they're going to come see you. If you're good, they're going to know about you, because everybody that comes through Atlanta as far as scouts have to make a stop there, because they know that we're always going to have kids. And so, you know, they don't have to, anytime parents have to spend money for all-star games or recruiting services, I tell them you don't have to do that. Now, if they want to publicize you freely, sure, go ahead and do it, but I don't think spending money is a good idea on that.
You know, again, you know, with the recruiting services and how they're going, and let's just say, you know, for example, a parent comes to play with you, you know, I don't want to say what's your pitch or anything like that. I've never said something like that. But what can a parent, you know, get when they come to your program? How is your program going to be run? Kind of what are you focusing on? You know, what's your goal moving forward with their kid?
So I tell guys that are in my program, I'm going to do part of my responsibility, my job, I feel, is to get them exposed as far as to colleges and schools that come through our doors, and also try to do some things with them to get them on campuses in the summertime. And then through the network of coaches that I've met over the years, being that I've coached some high-profile kids, I have a pretty good network of college coaches that, you know, they take what I say as money in the bank when I say a kid can play. So if I stamp you, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, just being in the business for the time I've been at the programs I've been, the kids I've had, I myself as the head coach brings value to their recruitment by having those connections. So that's what you get when you come to Westlake.
Well, that's good, man. Anything else you want to say, Coach?
I'm good. I just appreciate you having us, and I look forward to a great season this year.
That's one of my favorite coaches, man. RTG, man. Return to glory, but they don't even need to say that no more, because they're already there, man. Fantastic coach. Again, one of the hottest names in the coaching ranks across the country, man. Kareem Reid with Westlake High School. And again, guys, don't forget, every Friday night, Jeff Hullinger and the crew with the best coverage in high school sports. You're going to see Westlake a lot on it this year. Take care, guys. We're out.